Can you tell us a little bit about the evolution of your process? And you mentioned you started as a drawer and a painter, and then you got known for your paintings on the negatives. You want to talk a little bit about,
About
how
my-
your work has evolved over time?
I think, you just go through different stages in life. I mean, I'm not taking the same pictures I took, when I was 20. There is a thread in the work that you can see, but if you look at a retrospective of mine, it feels like a group show. Some things are done humorous, some are portraits. Every picture is for a different reason, but I remember when I was a kid and in New York City and all my friends were dying, I was doing all the angel pictures and stuff because I thought I didn't have much time left. I thought I must be HIV positive too. And even, so I was like, let me just get, what can I give the world in this time that I have, And I was thinking a lot about the soul and what does that look like? And then I figured the ancients had that, the right idea of the winged figure. I can't think of another way to express the idea of a soul than a winged figure. So that time it was the best of times and the worst of times. And being in New York City in the East Village was incredible. It was utopia. Marcus was there painting trains, bombing trains with his spray paint cans, and making artwork on them. I mean, really great work. When AIDS happened, it was like COVID, but everyone died. Like there was no survival, at that time. At that time, people were dying so fast. So my 19-year-old, 20-year-old friends dying. So the pictures I did then were really about that. They were about, like, I'm not going to be here long. How can I express, where is the energy of this, my friend who's 20 years old going? And then I didn't go see a doctor for 15 years because I saw how badly they were treating my friends, and really, I got involved in then ACT UP, this AIDS Coalition Unleash Power, this group, and I got really turned away from the medical establishment. I was really freaked out by it because I loved doctors when I was a kid, and I saw how badly they were treating my friends. They just were like, writing them off. When I found out that I wasn't, and I was negative, I was like, what? It took me 15 years to go to the doctor, and I was like, no, that's wrong, do it again. Like, take the test. That's why you had to wait 2 weeks. Right. But I just thought for sure that, I had it. So when that happened, I kind of lightened it, sort of like a boulder rolled off my back. And simultaneously, I started working a lot more from interview. I had moved to London in '84 and started working with British Vogue and all the magazines there. And so interview opened the world to magazines, Andy Warhol's Interview. And that sort of, was an explosive time. And looking back now, I can see how it was that, not thinking I'm dying, and then suddenly all this color. I was printing in the darkroom. I was printing in black and white, 6 years in black and white, 6 years in color. So 12 years. I was either in a nightclub, in a photo studio, or in a dark room. So I had the dark ages of my life. And, then suddenly just had this like explosion of like, I just wanted to have, make pictures that were escapist, that were humorous, that were fun. And that's a lot of what it was about,